Living in a crowded dream, searching for the quiet that you need to breathe. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind your shadow, while you tried to take the sun down. Hearts will never change to gold, out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you'll have to fight for something, or you'll never learn to balance. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you're lonely alone when you crash and burn. A red light, oh, a red light, a red light, a red Living in a crazy world, following the path that always twists and turns. Gave up on your sanity to hide behind the devil, 'cause you think you'll live forever. Say you're never getting old, out there thinking that you're in the world alone. No one ever told you that you have to live for something, or in the end you will be nothing. It's too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror, 'cause it's only you that you have to lose. Headed backward on a one-way, trying to stop from running, but you can't wait. Bury all the evidence, you're lonely alone when you crash and burn. A red light, oh, a red light, oh, a red light, oh, a red falling down and I'm rising up, reach the clouds in a state of flux, rolling through the sky, I forget the faces. Do you ever wonder why we try to find these places?
There. So downfall, he does have a bit of an opening opportunity, and he is.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Ooh, infield pass.
Oh, yes,
Nice.
that was excellent play out of the Condors.
Now, forward, but he can't get away from it. Slightly takes him down on the backside of the fight. One goes down as well. Potch gets taken down. And look, with the very siren, just push away, still alive. But now here comes the four-man shockwave. But doesn't even matter because forced to peel back.
Welcome to tonight's Condors Esports Rocket League stream. It's NECC Week 7 action, and tonight the Condors are taking on the Durham Lords. So the Condors are sitting in a pretty nice position right now in the leaderboards, tied for third at 4-2, where the Durham Lords are looking to challenge and punch upwards here tonight with a record of 3-2. So Condors, they are vying for first place, which is happening tonight in another match where the Windsor Lancers take on the SMU Huskies. as they are both tied for first place. So depending on that game, Condors can go for second place here. So it is an important match as there's only a few games left in the season. And so, Owen, oh heck, my man,
Yes, sir.
who do you think is winning tonight?
Ooh, so looking at the standings here between the Durham Lords and the Condors, Durham's sitting a little bit behind at 3-2 right now, although they do have another game to play, a bit of a reschedule after this one tonight. But still, standings are standings. Conestoga's ahead. Seem like the better team. I think the Condors are going to pull through and get that big W tonight.
I appreciate that a non-biased approach, where with me, I am just full of bias. Every time I see a school I like, I cheer for them. And I'm always going to be cheering for my own school. So yeah, I'm rooting for the Condors. Hopefully they can get up to second place today. If not, they take potentially a sole possession of third place, depending on how their series goes. And so we are just waiting for players to get into lobby here. And then we'll be off to the races. So it will be a best of 5 tonight. And we will go from there.
Yes, we will indeed. All right. Just, still loading in here, getting people into the lobby, getting things set up. But tonight, it's an important night. There's a lot of stuff going on between Huskies and Lancers. We got this match coming up here. Durham and Conestoga, just getting those positions set up on the brackets, getting the standings all together. Conestoga's really looking to shoot up, get that second place, hopefully. Although they can't do much to influence the Huskies match against Lancer. Lancer seems like they will probably pull through as they got the better stats, better team overall. But yeah, it's all down to chance, all down to skill.
Yep, so we're not quite sure right now if lobby's being made or not. We have seen people join the lobby, or at least the party. So we should be only a minute or two out here. But yeah, once lobby's properly made and we're all into it, then we can really get the party started. Now, Condors are going to be on the orange side because we have custom colors set up here because,
Woohoo!
yeah, special features when we can. But that aside, Condors, they had a pretty rough game or series 2 weeks ago against the Windsor Lancers, who are currently in first place or tied for first. Since then, they bounced back against the Queen Highlanders with a very good performance. But the Queen's Highlanders are at the bottom of the leaderboards. So the Durham Lords will probably be an actual test for the Condors here tonight to see if they are back on form or if they still have some work to go.
They're not quite even in skill. The Durham's a little bit down lower, but of course, like we said, they are a game behind. They have the one after the reschedule. But it seems here we are actually getting into game. Just waiting for people to load in. Get the spectator going up here. But yeah, it's the fight for second. This is it. This will be, not technically guaranteed second, but we're hoping. We are hoping to get in there. But
Yep.
yes.
All right, so it looks like players could potentially have joined. Nope, not yet.
Nothing yet.
Not
Still
yet.
waiting. Still waiting.
Most of the players are in the lobby. We're just being teased here, which is annoying because I just want to see some quality Rocket League action.
You can see some gameplay coming up here.
Yep.
Impatient.
Yeah. Okay, so I've said it a few times already, but Condors tied for third place right now. They are looking like a competitive team overall. They've taken the game off of SMU Huskies, which is above them in the leaderboards as well, which means that if the Huskies lose against Windsor tonight, Condors can move up to second place, which is exciting, especially when it comes to playoffs, because it's week 7. There's 2 weeks left after this, weeks 8, week 9, and Condors' strength of schedule looks to be okay. They've already faced the teams above them in the standings, so it should be easy to rack up a few wins leading into playoffs. And so if Condors go into playoffs as a favorite, that could be, well, no matter what, it's going to be interesting, but that could just shake things up. Because before, we've been middle of the pack team, but now being in the forefront is a new position as well. So I don't know, if we enter playoffs as a higher seed, do you think we go the distance?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I think they're pulling it together. They're playing a lot better now. They're getting their groove back on, and it's time to rise. The Condor is going to fly their way up there through the bracket and be able to get that nice playoff position. So it's really going to shape up tonight. Going to hopefully see it go through. Everything's going to work out. We'll find out, but just still waiting to get in game here, though. It's all this talk about the match. I just want to see it happen.
Yep. I know the players are just joining the teams now, so We're only seconds out, and yeah, players are populating the pitch. Oh, engines are revving.
There we go.
I'm
We got
checking with
6.
production.
We
The
got
countdown
6
hasn't
ready to
started
go.
yet. I don't know what's happening, but the anticipation's killing me. And finally, we are off to game 1 of Condors against the Durham Lords. So the kickoff, it goes in favor of the Condors right now. Chunk sets that one up, but Fluffy guides that one to safety, puts it up for Lobster. Lobster couldn't quite find the target. Wildfire is there to challenge the midfield, and that's a good challenge on his half. And Condors double commit, and neither one of them really wanted that ball there, but Chunk opts for the carry, gets it past 1, goes for the air dribble. He gets it past 2, but Fluffy is there just in the right place at the right time to guide that one back the other way. Ooh, great hook up
real
there.
Close one. Almost came in there. Just Condors just scraped by, took that one away from a good lineup from the Lobster. Still over in the Condors end. Durham's playing a little more aggressive right now, trying to get that in there. Condors keep sending it back over, but quick response ends up with it just being sent to where it came from. Good defensive play coming in here. Gravity Mike keeping it together, guarding that goal. And
Yes, that was just a great shot by Wildfire there. Long threatening shot that forced Gravity Mike to make the save. And you can see that awarded Durham Lords a lot of pressure. Now Lobster trying to make the play, but Blaze up on the backboard is able to try and clear it, but not quite make it past that midfield mark. And it feels like Condors could be cornered into their own zone for a bit, but I know they definitely have the tools to make it out. And they just need to find a bit of their groove. But right now, they just keep putting a lot of soft balls in towards center field, which Durham Lords is having no issue picking up and turning towards their own play.
They really need to turn around here, just like they just did there. Just kind of launch it out, maybe get someone else set up over there, a little more aggression coming in here from the Condors. Oh, nice setup in front of the net, but just didn't have the
there
power.
it
Oh,
is.
Blaze follows up the assist coming in there from the Chunk and scoring the first goal for the Condors.
It was a bit of a chaotic play, but Blaze being aggressive there, challenging early, and he was rewarded for it. He got right over top of the defenders, put it in under that upper 90, and it was basically pitch perfect. And that's the Condors now with a 1-goal lead. It's, minute 40 into the game, so still plenty of time to rack up goals, secure your lead with another 1 or 2, 3 or 4 goals, however many you feel like scoring. But on the other hand, that also means that the Durham Lords, they have time to work with as well, time to even up the score and get back onto their own footing. Because really, that first goal was a bit of a move. Oh, that was an excellent look by the Durham Lords there. Lobster with a picturesque opportunity, but couldn't quite put it past the defenders for the Condors. And now Chunk's going for it, but it's picked up by Fluffy there. And they link up pretty nicely in Wildfire over Lobster. Lobster puts it wide on that near post, and they want that one back.
The Lobster lob was not what they were looking for there. Just managed to get right in that corner, barely missing that net, but allowing Condors to. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Wildfire getting the goal for Durham Lords, tying up the match at 1-1 here. Lobster's putting it out there, and Wildfire was just ready right in front. And Gravity Mike did not have any motion going there until the end to try and get it out of the way.
Yeah, I can't even say that Gravity Mike was caught flat-footed there because he was just in an awkward spot to try and defend that. He was hovering close to that near post, which left that far side wide open. And so maybe if the third man was already rotated to the back post, they had a potential look for a save. But in that setup there, in that moment, that was nothing but net for Durham. And if they missed that, they would probably be disconnected from the game. you just can't miss opportunities like that.
I see a lot of rage quits coming out there probably if you saw another missed opportunity like that. Once again, the Condors trying to play a bit more aggressive down here. Chunk's going in, some aerial play going in here. Putting it down on the left side of Durham's zone, but quickly returned back to Conestoga. Condors just trying to swarm around here, get it out. Got 1 in net, 2 on the ball. Good step here from Durham. Tried to get the backboard up there. Fluffy did not go in the direction he wanted it to. In the end, it's just more battles for the ball in the middle.
Yeah, and one thing I'm noticing right off the bat right now, or 3.5 minutes into this game, is that Durham Lords is controlling the center field. Condors are finding room on the outskirts, on the walls to work with, but when it comes to center field, when it comes to that space in front of the net, that seems to be the Lords' territory. They're just not giving up possession there. They're taking away shots and finding their own shots right down that middle lane, and that's something that the Condors will have to close up and take away if they want to be competitive in this series, because you can't be giving your opponent that much access to the front of your net.
They're really playing in the backfield a lot more. But, oh man, anytime I want to try and say something here, just another goal happens. So Fluffy here with the perfect setup off the side, and then Wildfire just follows up and gets it right in there, giving them another goal. Durham taking the lead here, 2-1 against Condors. It's looking it's a little bit dreary here. Like you just said, the Condors really need to get a bit more aggression out there, take a bit more control outside of their zone. A lot of just playing around their own net, trying to keep it away from there, but it's not working out. There's only so much time you can dedicate to defending your goal, and it's going to be need a little bit more of a. Oh, sorry, I was trying to pay attention to what's going on there. A lot of aerials.
No worries. We were both watching the ball there, seeing its path, and this is another aspect of Durham's play, which has been on point, is that they've been able to link up and pass to one another the entire game.
Yeah.
Condors, their synergy isn't quite there, so we're seeing more solo plays. But the biggest thing is that I think the Chunk has had a few too many misreads, so he hasn't been able to intercept the ball when he can or should, which then opens up Durham Lords for a great attacking opportunity. But still, the Condors, they got to get better at clearing the ball. Just get out of their zone right now. They have time on the clock to work with. That's a great demo on Wildfire. That's going to come down right for Chunk. It's popped up. It's high, but the cleanup is there by Gravity Mike. So with 21 seconds left on the clock, there is life for the Condors. It will be hard, but it's possible, and that is what I mean. They had possession in that center field mark in front of the net, and sure, they needed 3 touches to get it in, but they did it.
They got that demo, they secured it. There's no other Lords able to respond and get in there in time. The other ones were on the outside, cut away from the net, and that was just a quick and easy goal secured for the Condors. They're just 1 away here, 10 seconds left. Playing in the Durham Lords zone down here, down bottom. The Gravity Mike wants to blow up, but Fluffy just manages to contest it up.
That was it!
Oh!
There it is!
All the way back in center! It's a long shot right into the right side of Durham's net.
I honestly thought Gravity Mike had it there. Great stop by Fluffy, but then knocking it in off that crossbar. What more could you ask for from Blaze? He's lighting the field up right now in these dying seconds. That's exactly what we need. And so Condors, game 1, tied up. 2 goals in the last 30 seconds is a great look. They have all the momentum going in here to overtime, and this will be the overtime, or the first overtime of the series. And there's 2 types of momentum. You get momentum from a regular time win, but you get that extra boost in overtime. If you win that overtime, it sets precedent if other games go into overtime as well. And the Condors already looking dangerous with another shot by Blaze. And believe it or not, here, oh heck, he was complaining about not being on target today.
But he's been nothing but on target today. He's just getting those shots on net, trying to get it in there. Durham's blocked a few, but so far he's been getting a good amount in.
Yep.
Just backing off here. Condors playing their zone, trying to get back in. Not many Lords are able to respond back there, but it's off the back.
Oh, that's an open
right
net.
Off in,
there it is.
Open net. The demo on Blaze was not enough. Condors securing game 1, 4-3 in overtime.
And where was Chunk? Right in front of the net.
Right there, set up,
So
ready to go.
towards that end half of the game, that last minute, Condors was controlling that center field. They were able to find some link-up plays. But more importantly, they followed through. And so we can look at the shot count, is that the shots are close. We don't see the shots for Fluffy.
He already left.
Yeah, he for some reason left the lobby. Durham players, what can I say? But, you know, Condors, 10 shots. Wildfire, Lobster combined for 10 shots as well. So both these teams are evenly matched in terms of offensive pressure. It just turns out that Condors right now, they have momentum. They have the higher shot accuracy, and they are definitely feeling good about it.
They're really playing in their own zone quite a lot at the start there. It looked a little bad for the Condors, but they just, got that good warm-up in. They got that energy going. The fire sparked out from Blaze, and it just turned out great for them. They all worked together. They got a good amount of goals spread across. 1-1 for Chunk, Gravity Mike, and then Blaze brought in with the 2 at the end. And of course, like you said, shots spread out as well. They're just setting each other up. They're getting those shots on net, and every now and then, they'll find one going in and secured that match 1.
Yep. So we are waiting for the one Durham player to rejoin. He was restarting his computer. So he will be back. I see he's actually just joined the lobby now.
Wow.
So
Quick
should
computer.
only be a few more seconds before we're into game 2. But now that we saw game 1 be as competitive as it was, does your predictions for the series change?
No.
No, you still think Condors get it?
Still got on the Condors. They took game 1 there. Like I said, they got the momentum going now. They got the mad energy sparked. They're ready. They're fired up. And this is it. They're going to take this. I'm saying they're going to take this game 2 right away. This is... Yeah, that's my prediction still. I'm still sticking by it for the Condors.
All right, well, here we go. Game 2 it is. So first touch ball is up high into the Durham's territory, and that's a dangerous shot to that far post. But it's cleared out. Blaze comes up to that midfield line. He's looking for an infield pass. Can't quite find it from the challenge. But Wildfire gets demoed there. Gravity Mike almost had an open net there. Couldn't quite get the flip onto the ball there. Lobster, Wildfire can't quite find the team pinch to get it out. And so the Chunk is demoing, getting that early offensive pressure going. And you can see the Condors right there going for the goaltender, trying to break up the plays as early as they can. And that's going to be an open net. Blaze knows what to do with this one. And that will be the Condors striking within 38 seconds.
A lot of demos coming from the Condors, a lot of Durham Lords going down, leaving good open opportunities for them to get it in there. And of course, there's no one able to follow up that net. And Blaze, just minimum effort, just launched it right in there, securing the lead for the Condors.
Well, you know, in medieval times, lords were generally the richest people, right?
Yes.
And what's a modern, 21st century saying? Eat the rich. And right now, the Condors are devouring the lords. They've scored 4 unanswered goals when you think about it.
Yes, they've been open nets, all of them. It's not a lot of, it's a lot of demolitions, a lot of just misplacements from the lords, not being there in time, not having anyone set up ready to answer those shots on net, and just giving the Condors easy to go goals and securing that lead.
I wouldn't say some of those goals were easy, but more like the Condors are just making them look easy. Blaze has his shooting range down on that far, I think it's right wall there, and he's just been putting them on target consistently there. Fluffy trying to make a solo play. He gets a bit ahead of the ball, so he can't quite follow through. Still gets the double commit out of the Condors. Wildfire trying to make something. Now Lobster sitting further back as that third man. The Durham Lords, they're trying to adapt, but they're doing so in a cautious manner, which means that they may not have as many offensive opportunities as they saw in Game 1 if they constantly have their third man sitting farther back towards their own half.
They're definitely taking their time, cycling through a little bit more slower, not going as many risky.
Oh, he faked him out. Oh, Chunk, that was
mid-air
beautiful.
Miss from the Lords, just gets that second goal.
There's the angle. He just doesn't touch it. He lets it fall right underneath.
He does not get the reset off on it, and
that
he just lets it go right in.
That is honestly a textbook fake. He had the reset ready and waiting to just bang it in, but he just lets it fall nice and gentle. And you can tell he just beat the defender cleanly there. Excellent gameplay out of the Condors. And so Chunk making up for those misreads in Game 1, allowing the Durham players to score a few goals. But so far, the Durham Lords are sitting on a goose egg. They still haven't found a goal here, as we're about to eclipse the halfway mark of Game 2.
We're seeing some play here in the middle, but aerials going on, just trying to contest for that ball, get it out in the other team's zone. Condors down here, just trying to set up, get launched out. Blaze sends it down to the right side of Durham Lord's end. Try and get a good setup here. Gravity Mike going in, push it inside. It's anyone's game right now. It's Durham's just trying to launch it out, get it out.
It reminds me of that game when you play as a child with a balloon. You keep the ball off the ground. Keep the balloon up. And that's exactly what they were playing there in that far corner. But a great link up there.
Wow.
And that was picturesque. Whew, Chunk knew exactly what to do from there, and Blaze, that was a beautiful pass right onto the hood of Chunk, who pre-jumped forward as well. You can't get much better than that. And yeah, I think Blaze was just lying to me when he said he was not feeling good. Something about the monitor size being too big. I think it may actually be helping his accuracy here.
He must have jinxed himself with that one, but in a good way, as he's just getting all these passes, these goals, these shots on point today.
Ooh, okay, so that's a good bump. Gravity Mike's carrying this one up, but didn't quite get the touch he wanted there, so it's harmlessly towards the back wall, picked up by Lobster in the corner. Gravity Mike with the turnaround challenge keeps the ball live for the Condors, but Fluffy finally gets the clear, but it goes right to Blaze, who has a little bit of boost, but Wildfire does read that correctly. Fluffy advances it back to Wildfire on the backboard, and Lobster here with the shot, and he is going to get the first goal for the Durham Lords. There's just under 90 seconds left on the clock. Is this the start of a comeback for Durham?
No. No, this isn't it. Don't start saying that now. I think the Condors will... That's just one they're going to let slide. But other than that, it's going to be secured here for them. They're going to have this minute 30 go by, maybe get another goal or two. Just keep it up, keep that lead secured, and they're going to end that game with a victory.
As much as I like being biased, I do have to praise the other team and give them hope as well here, Owen. Oh, heck, man.
Okay. You play one side, I play the other. How about that?
Man. But I want to do our school. Either way, you know, credit where credit's due. Durham has found a way to strike back. They had great advanced plays. Fluffy had a beautiful back touch there to get that one back up to Wildfire, carried his momentum, and Lobster finished it. Now Lobster's trying to get another goal going, but it got stopped short due to momentum issues. Now Blaze carrying this one forward, gets a demo too. It's advanced by gravity. Mike is going to come off the wall.
Ooh.
He puts it wide on that near post, but still, that's an excellent look. And once more, Condors get momentum. They get the demo in front of the net. It applies pressure, and it makes the Durham Lords scramble a little bit more to now cover the extra space that demo opens up.
Seems the Condors are, they spend a lot of time fighting in their end, trying to get the ball out, trying to get center, take possession, and it just, they take a quick action, nice quick attack, aggression on the other end. Durham does not know how to respond to it in time, and they're just not able to regroup and get out and defend their net.
Chunk with a good save there, making sure that there's no hope for the Durham Lords. Now he's carrying it back the other way, and Lobster is in time to provide some shell defense there for the net. But with only 1 second left on the clock, the ball just needs to hit the pitch, and it does. So, Conestoga Condors take game 2. Now, this is a best-of-5 series, which means they need to win one more. So when it comes to this series, it's either sweep or be swept.
I believe the Condors, they're going to sweep.
Yeah.
They're going to take this game 3. They've got this good momentum going. You got the counterattacks coming out, just taking their time in their end, doing some good defense, and they find that moment, that opportunity to strike. They take it, and it just works out. The Durham, they're not able to get back in their end and just get together and be able to defend their net from the Condors.
Yes.
It's been working out for them.
And looking at the stat line right now is that these two teams are pretty evenly matched. There was 8 shots for the Condors and 5 shots coming out of Durham. The save percentage was on par. Well, it was 80% for the Condors, which is pretty great overall. Condors are definitely starting to assist one another, linking up a bit more. It's just a great look to see. But honestly, this series, these games could go back and forth. Right now, it just feels that the Condors, they're on a bit of a hot streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
They got their wings unfurled. They're spread out. They're ready to fly some more. And they're making it look good. This is some fun Rocket League.
This is some entertaining. We got overtime in the first game. We got some really good, well-positioned goals going on here. Both ends, but Conestoga, they've been putting on a bit of a better show, if I do say so.
Yes, every now and then the talent from our players is actually visible. Today is one of these days. Despite Blaze's complaining earlier. He's a fun guy. What can I say? I like him a lot. Now Blaze, he pops it up. He's one defender trying to put it under the upper 90. Can't quite get it. But the follow-through is there. And 13 seconds in, it's not an unlucky number today because that's the go-ahead goal for the Condors.
A nice backdrop off there. And Chunk comes in, follows it up midair. Just gets that first goal lead already right into it. Just no time to waste. Get that goal right away, secure that lead.
I mean, what more is there to say? You get an early goal, you get an early lead, you put the pressure onto the enemy, especially when it's match point or series point like it is right now. There's no room for the Durham Lords to drop another game. They need to perform, and if they're already behind starting the game, that just increases the pressure so much more. So game 3 here is as much a test of their physical skill and mechanics as it is their mental game. Can they stay resilient? Can they find the opportunities? Can they avoid giving into desperation with their play? Can they keep thinking clearly? Link up like they were in game 1, which was very, very threatening. Or will they fall to the wayside and let the Condors have the skies, have domain over this series?
We'll have to find out here.
Ooh, great pass.
Ooh,
that far post, but
still the Chunk. He's just following up everything today. He's just able to save all these just almost goals. Blaze, it's not the left, or no, that'd be the right post. And then he just gets it in.
He hit it off the far post. That was a bullet of a shot.
Yeah.
I thought that was in. It had both defenders beat there. Neither of the defenders jumped for that ball because it was just going in that fast regardless, but it pops out right back to Chunk, and he knew exactly what to do with it. He put it in.
He was ready.
Two-goal
He
lead.
was in position.
And now it's the counterattack for Durham Lords. They can't quite find momentum right now. Wildfire trying to challenge deep in that corner. Now it's Fluffy who's charging in. And really, it just seems like even the 50-50s are going in favor of the Condors. As that one's bounced on the goal line, and now Gravity Mike finishes it off. Cool. These posts, the crossbar, they've been in favor of the Condors here tonight. I'm not going to lie, Condors have a bit of a fourth man in terms of the goalposts. But, you know, that's what we pay the net for.
You're not supposed to say that.
Am I?
No, you're not supposed to. Look
It's
at
an
that.
object. How do you pay an object?
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, yeah, the Condors, they're doing these quick strikes. They're getting in there, not giving the Durham Lords any time to recuperate and get themselves together. And, of course, they're sending multiple attackers in, or defenders, I should say, to try and get out of the way. Seeing a lot of two people just trying to get in, block those shots, and allows the rebound to go off to any of the Condors and just get that goal secured.
Yeah, Chunk had the quick read there to bury that one to safety in the corner. It's going to be popped out. Fluffy there to collect it. The Gravity Mike challenges right over top of his hood. Pushes that one far down. That one's going to pop right into the center. Blaze puts that one high. He's looking for the dunk. Doesn't quite connect. And so Chunk back in center field to pick one up. And that's going to be a demo by Blaze, opening up the
once
net.
again.
Cool.
The deja vu.
The physicality out of the Condors is what 100% has won them this game. That demo by Blaze made sure that challenge never comes through, so Chunk had wide open net to shoot on, and that's what I mean. It looks like it's an open net, but that's the entirety of the Condors working together to create these opportunities. And with a 4-goal lead here, halfway through Game 3, I feel like this game's already secure for the Condors.
Never know. 2 minutes, 30 seconds, but still, the Condors are playing excellently. They're keeping up. They're being consistent. They're getting goal after goal here. Durham's just all over the place. They're starting to fall apart a bit. They're not cycling through quite as good as they were in the first game.
Oh, Lobster with a good redirect there, because that was a dangerous opportunity by Blaze. Now Chunk finds the ball, and Lobster forced to make that precarious save as well. And Blaze goes with the dunk, can't find it, but Chunk finds the cleanup goal. Man, I'm going to say that the Condors, they've taken some sanitation lessons because they are cleaning up all these garbage goals.
Well, it seems here that this might be it. It might have been it. 5-0? Seeing some people leaving the match here. What's going on?
We never quite know what happens right now. So, Condors, they're going to be professional, we'll say.
Yes.
Give Lobster a chance to join back in.
Oh.
But right now, it could just be a matter of running the clock.
Might be it. That might be match then. 5-0. Oh, yeah. Wildfire says GG's.
Yeah,
That's
so
it. Then they give in.
yeah, I haven't quite been in this position before, but I mean,
I guess that's technically a surrender that just went through, and that's the series to Conestoga, I assume. Yeah.
Yeah. So, so the game timer is still ticking down, but with Lobster having left, it's basically just a formality right now. The Condors, they just established themselves throughout this entire series. The best part for me was their, 4-goal run, starting with that 2-goal deficit in Game 1, where they were down multiple goals. They tied it up within 30 seconds remaining. The second goal was at 21. They tied it at like 10 seconds.
And they got that overtime.
Yeah, they got the overtime. Then they got the overtime win. Then the 1-goal lead. And it was just fantastic. They never stopped. They adapted well. And I'm going to say it's a thing of beauty. Because they adapted. They followed up on one another's plays.
They were in the right spots, positioned well, ready to just get those rebounds off net. Even if the goal didn't go right, they were always there to follow each other up.
Yep. Whoa. So, I was a little bit worried that they weren't going to be on form because the Queens Highlanders were bottom of the standing team.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a good game to start getting your traction back on. But Durham Lords, on paper, should pose an actual challenge. Game 1, they posed that challenge. Game 2 and 3, well, we know the result. They went home early. It may be harsh, but if that is how they do, that is how they do. And with a commanding 3-0 victory as well, this looks great for the Condors for the playoff race as well, because that means they get an extra 3 games for their map differential, because at the start of this series, they had third place by a single game, or for game differential, in their win-loss during the series. So that's how close the race is for third. But now they open that up by 3 games at least.
It's huge. That's a lot of ground that they just took there in that bracket. So.
Yep. So now the players are running up the score right now instead of just running down the clock. So I just want to make sure this game is in the book before we call it quits.
Yeah.
But really, it's just fun to read some of the chat that's popping up on the screen right now from the players. There's, a little bit of grief, a little bit of beef, and a little bit of
banter.
Some kind words being said back and forth as well.
Yes.
You got to show your love to your opponent when you beat them. Humble in victory and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is just
It's gonna take a lot longer if they score goal after goal here. Do you think they're buying time, maybe, or
I don't know if they're buying time.
Yeah.
Where there's the next member of Durham piecing out.
Well, that's all
Which
Durham
is-
gone now then. So
Which is fair enough. But yeah.
I believe this would just forfeit the match right here. 3-2-1. No.
Nope. Oh my god.
Okay.
I guess at the end of the day, goal count will come into play if map differential is tied as well. I think that could be the last level in deciding tiebreakers before they actually play tiebreakers.
Okay.
Because I believe NECC wants to avoid tiebreakers where possible. They will play it out if they have to.
Oh.
Is that Blaze?
That's Hurd. I think that's the
Yep, that's some coach. Okay.
coach.
Production, throw this back on screen. It's players against the coach. This is some top-tier action here that we get to witness here tonight.
The mentor versus the students.
Exactly. We've come full circle right now. So this is some bonus gameplay that no one expected here before. So it's Hurd in 1v2, the master versus the apprentice. But as the saying goes, those who can't do, teach. So as we saw, Hurd just got scored on so clearly. This is why he teaches.
Yes, but it's 2v1 here. He can't be everywhere at once. It's unfortunate go on him. He's just trying to get out there, and Condors grouped up. Do I say Condors still? Condors Hurd? Is that what we're in now?
Yeah, Hurd is just his own entity right now.
Yeah, Hurd is just Hurd. So he's okay. He just gets a goal scored on him right off kickoff.
Kickoff goals can be tough there, and especially where Chunk placed that, knocks it in off the crossbar as well. Like, Hurd had the right read on it. It's just hard getting enough momentum to make those saves.
You think he can pull it back here? 16 seconds left. That's a goal a second, and no.
Yeah, no, you can't even make a single save there as well.
No, you can't even keep it at
So,
his end.
yeah, we have no idea what's going on anymore, but we're just here for some fun action, kill a little bit of time, enjoy ourselves. And so 13 seconds left on the clock, 16 goal lead. I think if Hurd channels his inner monster, he can get 1 goal.
If he gets at least 1 goal, I feel like that's a win for him. But
Exactly.
at 10 seconds here, he's stuck in his own end. The players are just kind of...
Oh, he made the save, though.
Yeah.
That's the first step towards a goal.
I don't think he actually touched it there. I think the other players
give him
made
some
the
credit,
save for him. But yeah, he did it. And there it is.
There it is.
Just to rub it in.
So GG's, well played. The coach is no match for the apprentices, so it is true. Those who can't do, teach.
Yes.
Or cast, in my opinion.
Forecast, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. But there it is. That's it's all wrapped up then. Condors 3-0 take it together. The final game ended with a bit of a mess, but either way, that's still Condors winning tonight, and that leads them to fighting for that second place placement now. We'll see how it turns out for the Huskies.
Yeah, at the end of the season, they could still be fighting for first place. It all comes down to if Lancer Gaming beats the SMU Huskies. But yeah, it's exciting. The race for first is still very much alive for the Condors. So that wraps up Rocket League here tonight. This is a doubleheader stream here tonight. So we will be back around 8:45, 10 to 9 o'clock to kick off our first Valorant stream of the season. Now, it's still it's CVAL action here for Valorant. So they've done a few matches as well. They're looking good. They're against Purdue But we will be getting that full rundown later tonight in the second half of the evening. So we will be back around 9 o'clock for a Valorant stream. So tune in then. Until then, have a break, stretch your legs, get some food, touch some grass if you can find it under the snow.
The snow's kind of melted now, though, around here. But from where you're from, I don't know. There might be snow over there. But
All right.
either way, yes.
So, talk to you guys later.
Sometimes you just feel like you don't belong. If you did before, not anymore, but nothing's wrong. It's just how life moves on. No, I found my way back again, but then it might be all gone. Another story you can put into a song. Oh,